This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. We love the Suncoast. I've got a friend right now vacationing in Naples, and he said, you know what? I should have come to Sarasota.
Yeah,
said,
beautiful, beautiful place to be, and I sure hope that that story that comes up tells us that it is beneficial to live here.
We'd like to think so. The surveys usually say it is.
Right.
John Scalzi is off this week. Josh Stone out of the bullpen. Good morning, Josh. Some fog out there right now.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, the recipe's there. We have light winds, unlike the last few days where the winds have really kicked up. Not today. Our winds have calmed down to about 5 miles per hour, at least for the morning hours, and then maybe cranking up to 8 or 10 miles per hour by this afternoon. But nothing like we've seen over the last couple of days. But with light winds and temperatures cooling down to the dew point temperature, that means we could see a cloud develop on the ground. Thus, that's what we call fog. And there are some areas of patchy fog out there, so just look out for that on the roads this morning. Right now, it's 59 in Sarasota, 60 in Venice, 54 in Northport, so mid to upper 50s and lower 60s, so not all that bad. A little cool when you first walk out the door, but once again, temperatures will be on the rise. We're calling for highs topping out in the upper 70s and even lower 80s in some locations. Radar is quiet, though, by later on this afternoon, and isolated shower could develop inland. And there you go. Nice conditions today with partly cloudy skies in the afternoon, but we really need some rain along the Suncoast, and looks like Mother Nature will help aid that to us, or give that to us in the next few days. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes.
All right, looks like a lovely day shaping up. Thank you so much, Josh. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning, there is an accident already in Manatee County. It looks like off of Wildwood Springs Boulevard. The road is partially blocked there at Cortez Road, so keep an eye on that if you're heading through that direction. Over towards State Road 70, congestion picking up towards 301. We do have a live look from that area. Lots of traffic throughout the morning, any time of the day actually in that area. You can see traffic picking up at 603. People heading to work, heading to school, going just about everywhere. Lots of people out here on the Suncoast visiting as well. So let's head back to the map to Sarasota County. Looks like traffic picking up towards downtown Sarasota as well off of Bee Ridge Road. There is that construction that is going on in there. Other than that, I-75 looking clear as you head into South County. A little bit of congestion as it normally does throughout Venice and downtown area, but I-75 clear in both the north and southbound direction. Topping our news at this hour, a case involving a Manatee County man accused of killing a woman during a dispute over a dog will head to court today. A
bond hearing is set for this afternoon for this man, 83-year-old Eugene Matthews. He is being charged with second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. Last January, Rebecca Rawson and 2 relatives went to Matthews' home to get a dog. Matthews allegedly began shooting when Rawson's brother-in-law went up to the door. One of the rounds went through the windshield of the car in which Rawson was sitting, striking and killing her. A Punta Gorda police officer will face discipline for tasing a 91-year-old man who was being Baker acted at the time. The Punta Gorda police has ruled that this officer, Justin Cleaver, did violate department policies. The incident happened at Sterling House Senior Assisted Living Facility last month. Police say the 91-year-old man was walking around the common area, yelling and saying he wanted to kill everyone. Police say when they tried to talk to him, he began kicking and biting. Officer Cleaver used a taser on the man to get control of him, but the investigation found the taser was inappropriate because it was not an emergency situation.
The Bradenton Police Department is investigating a suspicious incident involving a child and a man in a car. It happened along 11th Street West yesterday afternoon. Police say a 10-year-old child was approached by a man in a silver Ford Taurus station wagon, similar to the one pictured here. The man offered the child a piece of candy. That's when the child's grandfather overheard the conversation, approached the man, but he did drive off. He's described as a white man, about 60 years old, with white hair. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police department. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office warning residents of a scam targeting senior citizens. It's known as the grandparents scam. This is how it works. A person calls saying that the victim's grandson or granddaughter has been arrested. The caller then gives instructions on how they can pay money in gift cards to get their grandchild out of jail. Sounds scary, right? Well, the Sheriff's Office says 2 victims recently lost thousands of dollars in that scam. And you'll soon see more deputies walking around downtown Sarasota, as well as our local beaches. With spring break coming up, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is stepping up its patrols as it prepares for more crowds. Deputies are paying extra attention to underage drinking, drug possession, and traffic enforcement. You'll also see electronic signboards with public safety notices throughout the county.
They're trying to figure out still what caused a 2-alarm fire on the campus of the Ringling School of Art and Design this morning. The smoke and flames from the Visual Arts Project could be seen for miles. This center is still under construction. The fire was contained to the 3rd floor of the building. Fire officials say roofing materials on top of the 3rd floor somehow caught fire.
The materials that were on fire were flammable, of course, and they were in pallet formation. So that's why there was so much smoke and fire itself. There is no fire protection up there while it's under construction.
No one was injured in the fire. It is not known how much damage was done to the building itself. Packed house last night at the Sarasota County School Board, but not to discuss anything on the agenda. Dozens came to speak about transgender equality during the public comment period. Many spoke about why all public schools in Sarasota County should allow transgender students to use the restroom of the gender which they identify with. The issue was first brought up by a student at Pineview School last year.
With all the discrimination that I faced in high school and that trans people face across the country, with all the bathroom bills and all the legislation that is going through and is being talked about at the federal level, I think it's a fight that needs to be clear at the local level and state level as well.
Well, no decisions were made last night about the district-wide policy. The board said they would like to put it on the agenda for upcoming workshops. Meantime, in Manatee County, the school district there will honor the Educator and Employee of the Year today. They'll be named during the Excellence in Education Awards tonight at Manatee Technical College. There are 4 nominees in each category. The Educator of the Year finalists are Joseph Baker, a 6th grade teacher at Buffalo Creek Middle School; Josephine Johnson, who teaches kindergarten at Terra Elementary; Nicholas LeDuc, a 4th grade teacher at Braden River; and Courtney Walker, who teaches 2nd grade at Bashaw Elementary. Employee of the Year nominees include 2 teacher's aides, Michael Brackman at Johnson Middle School and Alfonso Cruz at Lee Middle School. He's also a computer information specialist. Valerie Olmsted Dugan and Wakeland Elementary School's secretary, Jennifer Paulson, are also nominated.
Sarasota County looking to fill open positions in several departments. The county is hosting a job fair today at the Northport Public Library to fill 25 job openings. Representatives from various divisions, including the public library system, historical resources and facilities, and also fleet management, will be at the fair. Human resources staff will also be on hand to help with applications and answer questions. That job fair will be held from 10 to 2 at the library on Tamiami Trail. And plans to bring more parking to St. Armand's Circle moving forward. A workshop will be held today to go over the latest plans for a new parking garage near the fire station at Adams Drive and Madison Avenue. It would add 500 more parking spaces to the area. Sarasota parking staff and the design team for the garage will be at the workshop to discuss that project. It'll be held at the St. Armand's Key Lutheran Church on North Adams Drive in Sarasota. I'm sure all of us are happy to hear more parking in St. Armand's.
Oh yeah, certainly store owners believe they lose business due to a lack of parking, but when this does happen, they are all going to be assessed a fee to help pay for the garage, so a little double-edged sword there.
Wow.
But I'm sure more people will then come out, so
yeah.
I guess it'll probably work out.
Might just pay off.
Yeah,
yes.
Literally.
But the traffic will be also wonderful.
Oh, sure.
Of course.
Always got to come with it, I guess.
Hey, you know, the weather is looking pretty good. Yesterday, it was pretty breezy throughout the day, and then the winds finally calmed down. Today, not an issue with the wind, but this morning, there's some fog on the ground. A cloud on the ground. Call it fog. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes.
All right, well, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, making playgrounds in Manatee County more fun for everyone. We'll show you what changes are being made to make them more inclusive for all kids coming up.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. but they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Good morning. So good to see you. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone on this Wednesday. Well, our current temperature outside is 59 degrees, the dew point at 57. When these two numbers are close together, there's a possibility of fog that could develop. So we're not under a dense fog advisory by any means, but there could be some areas of patchy fog out there. So just take your time on the roadways this morning. We also have light winds. That also aids to the factor of having fog. With light winds and temperatures close to the dew point, that's just a recipe for fog to develop. But as far as our radar goes, everything looking very quiet right now. There's some heavier showers out here in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico to the north and west of us. This is the remnants of the cold front that brought the severe weather to places like Arkansas and Tennessee and Mississippi, even in Alabama and the panhandle of Florida. This now has basically lost its punch. It's falling apart. It is tracking down from the northwest, but I don't think it's going to give us much rainfall. We are calling for an isolated shower to develop, maybe a few of them by later on this afternoon. Those will probably be inland, but I think most of us will just see partly cloudy skies. Remember, foggy conditions are possible this morning, so look out for that on your commute to work today or wherever you're going. Warm temperatures once again, topping out in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Our average is 75, so above that. And then weekend showers look to be coming in and maybe giving us a better chance of widespread shower activity over the weekend into early next week. We'll talk about that in just a second. But cold air up in the upper Midwest, 10 degrees in Minot, North Dakota, 28 Minneapolis. This is all advancing eastward, so what was once very pleasant late winter conditions up here in the Northeast over the last couple of days will quickly turn to reality because we still technically are in winter, and they're going to really feel the big chill coming their way from the west in the next 24 hours. Chilly rain falling up here in the northeast. Here's the remnants of that cold front that stirred up the severe weather over the last few days here in the deep south. Like I said, it's in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico, trying to track towards our area, but it's basically falling apart. I checked this out for you as far as airport delays. If you're flying out of SRQ going to Atlanta, O'Hare in Chicago, JFK in New York, or Charlotte, no delays really. 50 minutes or less, and that's about it, and that's about what we've got here, so nothing there. As far as what we can expect today, partly cloudy skies, no rain other than maybe an isolated shower or two. Another system comes in over the weekend to bring us a better chance of showers. High tide today at 11:30 a.m. and boating looks pretty good today. As far as the rest of the outlook, well, there's the weekend rain coming in, and then another front comes our way on Tuesday that will bring the winds up and dip our temperatures down just a tad. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Josh. Checking Suncoast roads right now. An issue at Wildwood Springs Boulevard, partially blocked at Cortez Road, so watch that area. Also buildups as well on 301. We also have a live picture to show you of the scene right now at 301 and State Road 70. There you can see it's only 6:17 in the morning, but still a big backup of cars in that busy intersection, very busy part of the Suncoast. Let's go back to the maps now and check out Sarasota County and see if there are any issues farther south. Little buildup there out Fruitville Road, close to the interstate, those who are heading in that direction. Bee Ridge Road always showing slowdowns with construction there. And as far as South County goes, not too bad. Little slowdown on 41 South around the bypass at 41. Back to the news now. Controversial plans for a more relaxed noise ordinance in Bradenton will be discussed today at City Hall. Under the plan, the noise ordinance would increase the accepted decibel level and also get rid of the 10 p.m. cutoff. Noise complaints would also be measured at the property line of the complainant instead of where the noise is actually coming from. So the first reading and public hearing for this new draft will be held this morning at the Bradenton City Council meeting.
Well, several playgrounds in Manatee County will receive updates to make them more accessible for all kids to play in. The County Commission is giving approval to build 3 barrier-free playgrounds in the county. They'll be located at G.T. Bray Park, Tom Bennett Park, and Buffalo Creek Park. Commissioners are wanting to make the parks more inclusive for handicapped children. Fundraising for the parks will begin in the coming weeks, and each playground is expected to cost about $500,000 to complete. Meanwhile, the Suncoast receiving a top mark in a study of areas with the highest well-being. In a survey of nearly 190 communities, the Sarasota, Bradenton, Northport area ranked 6th in the Gallup Healthways State of American Well-Being Report. That study is based on thousands of interviews of adults across all 50 states. It's based on 5 elements that make up well-being, which are purpose, social life, financial stability, community, and health. The Naples area ranked 1st on the list, and Fort Smith, Arkansas had the lowest ranking.
That's tough for the Fort Smith Chamber of Commerce today.
Yeah,
Where do you
tough
go
day
from
for
here?
them. Great day for us, tough day for them.
All right, 6:19, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
The daughter of a famous musician opening up about her strained relationship with her father and hoping to help others who are distant from their parents as well. We'll show you what she's doing coming up after the break.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like full ID theft protection, and that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
I won Cash for Life from the Florida Lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony. We're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th annual Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th on Gulfstream Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful to the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
There's a whole new way to bank with Achieva Checking Plus. You get new features like cell phone protection for 3 phones, plus an interest-bearing account. And that's good to know. Discover all the benefits at AchievaCU.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi, I'm Chef Mark Positano. We're here with Bob Vitello, and he's going to go through a lovely recipe. What are we cooking today, Bob?
I don't know how lovely it's going to be, but what we're going to cook today, Mr. Positano, is a fajita stew.
Sounds great.
You know, a stew, pretty cool stuff. In here we have olive oil, right?
Okay.
I love this because Mark has to work for me this time over here. So Mark, if you can stir this around for me, buddy.
I would love to.
What we're going to do is we're going to brown this meat. And just, you can take it out if you want to. You can even add a little flour. Well, I'm going to show you an easier way to do that. Mark's browning the meat a little bit. We're going to add peppers and onions to this. Mark already cut them for me. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Little peppers and onions. And what we're trying to do is just try and saute this. Get the nice natural sugars to come out of there. And it builds up the flavor for you instead of throwing everything in at once. Now we're going to add a little bit of garlic.
Smells good.
This is that. We made the paste ourselves, man.
That's great.
A little bit of garlic, and this is the best
Wonderful.
part. Fresh lime juice, everybody. Fresh lime juice, just like that. Then all we have to do with this is you let that cook, let all those flavors come off the bottom there, and then we add a little beef stock.
Wow.
A little bit of cumin. A little salt. A little pepper. And then while that's cooking down, we take a little sour cream, a little bit of cilantro, stir that around, and you let this stew cook till it's done, right? We always like to make a joke. Till it's done. It'll probably take about 45 minutes. When it's done, you put it over white rice, put a little bit of our nice cilantro and sour cream on top, and we're serving this with a beautiful salad.
Well, this is great. Starting tomorrow, be sure to stop by our Simple Meals kiosk in our public stores and pick up this wonderful recipe. Thank you, Bob.
Well, thank you, Mark.
Oh, beautiful tower cam shot of a, look at the big monitor here, a beautiful pastel sunrise underway. Showing the Suncoast there over the Rosemary District. That's where we live, folks.
Oh, man. Look, we got to start getting these pictures and taking them and framing them. They're just gorgeous. So much beauty here.
Or let's do the newscast outside.
There we go. I like that idea.
All right, welcome back. 6:25 right now.
Well, Lily Collins, the daughter of musical star Phil Collins, has penned an emotional letter of forgiveness to her father.
Diane Macedo has details.
In this morning's GMA First Look, actress Lily Collins is opening up about her relationship with her rock star father, Phil Collins, in her book, Unfiltered. She writes, "I forgive the mistakes you made, and although it may seem like it's too late, it's not. There's still so much time to move forward." Her father's known for his hits with Genesis and as a solo artist, and Lily says he wasn't always the role model she wanted or expected, writing, "At the end of the day, we can't rewrite the past. I'm learning how to accept your actions and vocalize how they made me feel."
And all of this money and all this fame only goes so far. You have to tend to your relationships.
But Lily assures her dad she will always be his little girl, writing, "I love you with all my heart, more than you'll ever know." And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more from Colin's emotional essay collection. With your GMA First Look, I'm Diane Macedo, ABC News, New York.
Can I do Pop-Pop? Happy birthday! I survived a heart attack. I'm doing all I can to keep from having another one. And I'm taking Brilinta. For people who've been hospitalized for a heart attack, I take Brilinta with a baby aspirin, no more than 100 milligrams, as it affects how well it works. Brilinta helps keep my platelets from sticking together and forming a clot. Brilinta reduced the chance of another heart attack, or dying from one. It worked better than Plavix.
Don't stop taking Brilinta without talking to your doctor, since stopping it too soon increases your risk of clots in your stent, heart attack, stroke, and even death. Brilinta may cause bruising or bleeding more easily, or serious, sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Brilinta if you have bleeding, like stomach ulcers, a history of bleeding in the brain, or severe liver problems. Tell your doctor about bleeding, new or unexpected shortness of breath, any planned surgery, and all medicines you take.
Talk to your doctor about Brilinta. I'm doing all I can. That includes Brilinta. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Whether a family member needs a little extra help around the house, assistance recovering from a hospital stay, or someone to check in on them throughout the week, Right at Home's in-home care is the answer. Your loved one deserves the right care, and now we need caregivers to help give the right care for the right reasons, the right way. At Right at Home, we're one of the only private home health agencies in this area with the opportunity to earn paid time off. If you're someone who loves helping people, take a look at our website and click on Jobs to join our team today.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
She's excited for you, and you want to be stunning for the big day. Treat yourself to a natural, youthful look and let your true beauty shine through. Dr. John Feza brings experience, artistry, and advanced technologies to help take years off your appearance. Enjoy all the years of bliss ahead with confidence. Call today to schedule a private consultation for a facelift, eyelid lift, firmer jawline, or laser resurfacing. Faces by Feza, only at Center for Sight.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, WikiLeaks exposes thousands of documents that reveal how the CIA is using your smart devices.
Plus, a new court ruling putting a stop to opting out of state testing for elementary school students.
And mandatory evacuations and road closures in Collier County as wildfire spreads through southwest Florida.
live from the ABC 7 studios. This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning, 6:31 right now. Glad you're with us. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Certainly rain could be needed with all those wildfires that are going on throughout South Florida. Let's check in with Josh Stone, who's in for John Scalzi over in the Weather Center.
Yeah, rain definitely is needed. We're down 3.62 inches of rainfall. So that's enough to cause some issues. And it looks like we will hopefully get some aid from Mother Nature as we get into the weekend with the system coming in here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make too much of a dent, but we're keeping an eye on it. Let's check out the current temperatures right now. 59 degrees, the dew point is at 57, so areas of patchy fog have developed. We're not under a dense fog advisory or anything like that, but still just look out for that on your commute this morning. The winds are light out of the north-northeast. And they'll be easterly, southeasterly today. We'll talk more about the forecast coming up a little bit later. Back to you.
All right, looking forward to speaking with you. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning throughout Manatee County, picking up as it normally does at 6:32 on this Wednesday morning. There is a partially blocked road at Cortez Road and Wild Springs Boulevard. So if you are in that area, keep an eye out for that, or if you're heading through that direction. Taking a look over in 301 and State Road 70, usually lots of traffic picking up. We do have a live look from that area. As our photographer who's out there can show us that there is lots of cars on the roadway at 6:32 on this morning. Typically lots of cars go throughout there, so keep an eye out on the roads in front of you, the cars in front of you, and the speed limits. Taking a look back at Sarasota County at the maps, it looks like traffic is picking up throughout the area, but nothing to be concerned about. No accidents to report in Sarasota County as well as in South County, but traffic picking up towards Nokomis and Venice throughout the area. I-75 looking clear, though, if you're heading out the door. Topping our news this half hour, an incredible breach at the CIA. WikiLeaks publishing thousands of documents that, if they are real, expose the agency's secrets.
Yeah, this might leave you questioning the security of your cell phones or your newer TVs. ABC's Lana Zek has the latest from Washington.
Officials say the 8,700 documents posted on WikiLeaks appear to be authentic, an extraordinary compromise of U.S. intelligence.
God, it's without question that it hurts.
CIA programs with code names like After Midnight and Brutal Kangaroo. Among the revelations, the CIA turned iPads, smartphones, and even some TVs into recording devices.
They could turn it on remotely, but it wouldn't put the power light on. So anybody in that room would then be discussing or talking and being monitored without their knowledge or consent. It's a great spy utility.
But that spy utility is now partially known by terrorists and foreign targets.
This is just the latest time that WikiLeaks has humbled the U.S. government. For the past 7+ years, they've published hundreds of thousands of classified files from the State Department and the Pentagon. But this is in some ways WikiLeaks' most daring release yet.
I love WikiLeaks.
The president, who once praised the organization for revealing the secrets of Democrats during the campaign,
This WikiLeaks is like a treasure trove,
is now trying to determine how to respond.
I'm not going to comment on that.
And for people at home concerned about those same devices, experts remind us that anything connected to the internet always has the potential to be hacked. Apple released a statement saying that many of those vulnerabilities have been fixed, and they urge consumers to make sure they have the latest patches installed. Lana Zak, ABC News, Washington.
Several women across the country will be going on strike today to mark International Women's Day. It's all in part for a day without women. They'll hold marches and protests to raise awareness for the need for gender equality, justice, and reproductive rights. Here on the Suncoast, a candlelight vigil and rally will take place in front of the Manatee County Clerk of Courts building in Bradenton. That event starts at 7 o'clock tonight.
Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan has announced plans for a town hall meeting later on this month. It'll be at the new College of Florida's Sudikoff Center on Saturday, March 18th. That place can hold up to 400 people. He's expected to discuss the GOP push to repeal the Affordable Care Act, among other pressing issues. Florida's legislative session is now underway. It's day 2. House Speaker Richard Corcoran and Senate President Joe Negron are laying out their priorities. Negron says the state needs to strive to improve the state's university system to attract students from across the country. In the House, Corcoran says lawmakers should not be afraid of big ideas and should be willing to fight for what they believe in.
A robust civil debate
is a sign that our democracy is working. When we get lazy and we start rubber stamping bills and we refuse to engage in intellectual, honest debate, that's when the people should worry.
Florida's legislative session is slated to last until May 5th. Some worry it might go into a special session if they don't find some more common ground and soon. In his annual State of the State address, Governor Scott spent a third of his time talking about a plan that he opposes, that is to abolish tax dollars going toward marketing the state. The governor defended his request for tens of millions of dollars to lure in companies and tourists to Florida. Both Enterprise Florida and Visit Florida have been targets of the Florida House, which wants to eliminate Enterprise Florida and also scale back funding for the tourism agency. Here's what the governor said about that.
For our state to simply say, we are not going to compete with other states, we're not going to make it easier to incentivize job creators to grow in Florida, that's just a big mistake for our state and for our families.
We don't need two government agencies doing, in essence, the same thing. We ought to have one. It ought to be public. It ought to have all the requirements of openness and transparency for the taxpayers who are funding it.
During his speech, the governor also reflected on tragedies and natural disasters that have impacted our state in the past 12 months. He thanked first responders from the Pulse nightclub terrorist attack and also addressed the Fort Lauderdale airport shooting, as well as Hurricane Hermine and Matthew and the Zika virus outbreak as well.
New this morning, a Tallahassee judge is siding with House Speaker Richard Corcoran in a lawsuit involving Governor Rick Scott over the Florida lottery. The judge ruled that the Florida lottery lacked legal authority to approve a 15-year contract worth $700 million. She is now voiding that contract and calling it unenforceable. Corcoran sued the state lottery secretary, arguing that the contract to run lottery games is illegal because it exceeds the lottery's authorized budget. Lottery officials, though, say it followed the law because the contract is contingent on state funding. Governor Scott says he will appeal the judge ruling. Meanwhile, an appeals court is ruling school districts have the right to hold back third graders who score poorly on standardized reading tests. The court is throwing out a lower court ruling saying districts must consider other factors besides testing performance when deciding whether to promote a student to the next grade level.
Mandatory evacuations are underway now in Collier County as crews continue to battle a wildfire in that area. The fire has spread to 7,000 acres. Just a third of it is contained right now. I-75 remains closed along Alligator Alley from Golden Gate Parkway to State Road 92 due to hot spots and also low visibility. Most of the evacuations are for RV parks in the county. Residents not affected by the evacuation say the area has turned into a bit of a ghost town there.
It's like something out of a science fiction movie. It's like everybody disappeared into a time warp.
120 firefighters from across the state are helping combat the fire, including firefighters from Sarasota County. Well, get this, a homeowner near Port Everglades is asking for an investigation after a cruise ship came close to docking in his yard. I've never had that issue. The Celebrity Equinox was leaving the port when it began to approach Bill Todhunter's patio. You can see the ship's front thrusters churning the water, apparently trying to slow its approach. I'm trying to look at the video and read the story at the same time. Celebrity's parent company, Royal Caribbean, issued a statement saying the ship was navigating under the guidance of local port pilots. The Coast Guard says ships involved in a collision or grounding must report it, and Celebrity made no report of this daunting incident.
Luckily, it did not go into his house, thankfully. But an unusual sight in New York City where the Statue of Liberty went dark for over 2 hours overnight. The blackout was reportedly due to a technical issue related to a project for a new emergency backup generator. And crews will be at the monument today to investigate the specific cause of that outage.
People thought it was connected to Women's Appreciation Day.
And the travel ban, people thought that, you know, it had something to do with a protest for that. So
We're quick to conclude these days. It was just a blackout, that's all.
Glad to hear it was just a technical issue.
Exactly.
Exactly. Technical issues as far as weather goes, trying to forecast if we're going to get rain or not, and, well, it's crunch time now, so we'll see what happens as we go for the next few days. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting loose salon.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th annual Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th on Gulfstream Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful to the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today, and temperatures look like this outside: 59 in Sarasota, 60 in Venice, 55 in Northport, 55 in Arcadia, mid to upper 50s, lower 60s, but the temperatures have cooled down close to the dew point, and that means there could be some areas of patchy fog out there this morning. So take your time on the roadways getting to work or wherever you're commuting to. Our radar looks very quiet right now, up to the north and west over the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Well, this is the remnants of a front that was responsible for severe weather just the other day, causing all sorts of wind damage and tornado damage up here through places like Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and in Alabama. This is now falling apart. It's trying to track towards our area, but I think by the time it gets to us, it's just going to wash itself out. Now, we still could get an isolated light shower that develops this afternoon inland, and again, some isolated showers tomorrow, but I don't think this front's going to stir up any sort of action for us here along the Suncoast. High pressure and control behind the cold front, but very chilly air here in the upper Midwest, talking about temperatures in the teens and 20s, and this is all advancing eastward, so the Northeast is going to experience some very chilly conditions after they've been having some very mild weather up there with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and some areas in the 60s. But the next couple of days, that changes. For our future cast, we're calling for mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies today. Like I said, an isolated shower could develop in the afternoon. That will be inland. Tomorrow, some isolated showers could also develop as well. But another system comes our way over the weekend to bring us a better chance of widespread rainfall. It's not going to be a washout by any means, but still, we really need some rain. We're already down 3.62 inches of rain. That's going all the way back to January 1st. So any aid from Mother Nature can help. As far as our boating forecast, looking a lot better than what we've had over the last few days with the strong winds. Winds have calmed down, southeasterly becoming west in the afternoon, about 5 to 10 knots, seas at 1 to 2 feet. The bays and inland waterways with a light chop. UV index, once again, it's going to be high today, so put your sunscreen on if you're going to the beach. Temperature at the beach today will be 77. Inland, 79. Other areas could actually top out in the low 80s, and our average for height this time of the year is 75. For the 7-day outlook, temperatures once again very nice if you like warm temperatures and above average, upper 70s, lower 80s. But over the weekend, that system comes in here to bring us a better chance of rainfall. Then another more potent cold front comes our way on Tuesday to kick up the winds and drop our temperatures just a bit. Ray?
All right, thank you, Josh. Let's check the roads now at 6:46 on this Wednesday morning. First off, in Manatee County, the usual buildups around the downtown Bradenton area. Also an issue at Wildwood Springs Boulevard, partially blocked at Cortez Road, so watch that. Also 301 at 70, usually an issue. Let's take a live picture right now of the scene at 301 and State Road 70. Usual buildups there in that busy intersection. That'll only get worse as the commute progresses. We'll keep you posted, though. Let's go back to the maps right now in Sarasota County and see how that's going there. Little slowdowns at the interstate at Bee Ridge Road as you get on the highway there. Farther south in Sarasota County, nothing much to report besides some slowdowns in either direction on US 41 around the Venice bypass. In health news now. Daylight savings time starts on Sunday, and while setting the clock ahead by 1 hour, it might not seem like a big deal, but doctors say it can take up to a week for some folks to adjust.
Research shows that drivers who lost just an hour or 2 hours of sleep increase their crash risk. Another study suggests that sleep deprivation on the Monday after the start of daylight savings time results in an increase in fatal car accidents. But the good news is it is possible to plan ahead for the time change and prepare your body for that 1 hour loss.
One approach is to go to bed earlier and wake up by 15 minutes, one day at a time. So plan 4 days in advance, so by the time Sunday comes around, you really won't realize the impact of losing 1 hour of sleep.
Holy moly, 4 days in advance. Well, if you are not able to adjust your sleep schedule prior to daylight savings time, Dr. Bay says short afternoon naps are recommended for a few days after the time change until your body adjusts, or every single day in our case, because I always take a nap.
Luckily, I live close to the station, so no accidents. Entertainment news, Turner Classic Movies is going to honor their host, Robert Osborne.
The network will run a 48-hour tribute for the host. It'll run on Saturday, March 18th and Sunday, March 19th. The tribute will feature long-form interviews conducted by Osborne in his very first movie intro, filmed for Turner Classic's first broadcast back in 1994 for Gone with the Wind. Osborne died on Monday. He was just 84 years old. He had worked for the network for 23 years until his death. TCM says Osborne was fundamental in shaping TCM into what it is today.
A famous Harvard dropout is returning to his alma mater, this time to give the commencement address. The university has chosen Mark Zuckerberg to give the speech this year. He founded Facebook while a Harvard sophomore back in 2004 before he quit to work for the company. He had planned to return to Harvard later, but changed his mind after he made about $56 billion. He did well without that college degree, but kids do not try that at home.
Glad to see something come of him. Just kidding. No.
Yeah, he did okay. What a success story that is. All right, it's 10 to 7 now. Local headlines after this.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on MySuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to MySuncoast.com/dining.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. Take somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Does it really matter what type of light bulb you use?
We have a huge selection of bulbs. I gave Stella LEDs because they can last up to 20 years.
Ace is a place that knows a lot can change in 20 years. Except these light bulbs.
Hi. Oh, sure.
Don't miss the March Red Hot Buys on Roundup Weed and Grass Killer and Spectricide Fire Ant Killer. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
Car experts and customers agree there's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Welcome back, 6:53. Let's take a look at our local headlines this morning.
A Punta Gorda police officer faces discipline for using a taser on a 91-year-old man. The man was in a senior care facility and was being Baker acted at the time. Congressman Vern Buchanan has scheduled a town hall meeting for Saturday, March 18th on the campus of New College. Many constituents want to grill him on some national issues. And we just have to show this video again. A man in Port Everglades is upset about a cruise boat that came awfully close to his backyard. And an investigation is underway. He's trying to stop the boat.
I wouldn't blame him. I'd be pretty angry too.
Wow.
Well, taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning, over towards Manatee County, there is a partially blocked road at Cortez Road and Wildwood Springs Boulevard. Other than that, State Road 70 and 301 picking up as it normally does into the 7 o'clock hour. We do have a live shot actually from that area. As you can see, lots of traffic as you head to your morning commute. Taking a look into Sarasota County, back at the maps, traffic picking up throughout downtown Sarasota, it looks like, but not a whole lot going on the major roadways at Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark. Looks like congestion picking up towards Venice, but other than that, I-75 clear if you're heading out the door this morning. Josh?
All right, just look out for some patchy fog on the roadways this morning, but the winds have calmed down. Highs will top out in the upper 70s, low 80s. A small chance for light showers this afternoon inland. Better chance for showers tomorrow, but again, those will be isolated and mostly light. And as far as rainfall, the best chance of rainfall will be a little more widespread will come over the weekend.
We could watch this video all day on an endless loop. See if one of the mascots runs faster than the rest. A total of,
I like the cow.
A total of 8 mascots took place in a race on the beach yesterday. Among those taking part, Moat Marines, Gilly the Shark, USF's Rocky D. Bull, World Rowing Championships mascot Scully, and others taking part in the run. The group ran as best as they could. Scully won by a wing, but I think Scully took it the most seriously because that sneaker is kind of loafing.
I know.
Sorry. Thank you.
Those heads must be pretty heavy, though. Maybe that's got to like push them, slow them down a little bit.
The costumes could be a factor.
I like how Scully won by a wing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. It's to promote the race for the turtles, which will take place, by the way, on Saturday, the 1st of April. Not actually turtles, but people racing to save the turtles.
Yes, yes, love turtles. Always love those. But that shoe, though, what is that mascot for? Maybe I just don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know what that mascot is for.
Oh, there's our mascot right now up in the nest outside of our station, rather.
Oh, he's so cute. I hope they lay an egg soon. Hopefully.
Here's a nice shot of the 10th Street boat ramp as we leave you. Good Morning America is next.